Join the Chickasaw and Kana Foundation for the 5th annual Piamico Day wreath laying ceremony at Fair Park in downtown Tupelo on October 13th. Starting at 10 a.m., enjoy demonstrations of Chickasaw history and culture, followed by the wreath laying ceremony at noon.
At Bulldog Burger, we take the burger game to the next level, like the Freshman 15, stacked with panko fried mozzarella. Unleash your appetite.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. As always, welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. Hope you have your cup of coffee and you're ready to go out the door this morning. Might need the hot cup of coffee because we're seeing a cooler start ongoing. Here's what you need to know as you're getting out the door on your Thursday morning. My week has been all messed up, so I had to think about what day it was. Here's what you need to know, though. Cooler start ongoing. So you're headed out the door. If you haven't headed out the door, we'll talk temperatures. Yeah, you're probably going to need a coat out there. Still no rain in sight in our 7-day forecast. After we saw the rain chances earlier this week, they have really diminished for the rest of the week, even going into next week. However, that makes for really great football forecasts. Cooler weather, drier weather, just what you want. Take a look at temperatures right now out the door this morning. Some of us, we got a bit of a temperature swing here because we were watching cloud cover clear out. But some of us near 50 degrees. Alcorn County always coming in at our cooler spot on the map. Corinth, Mississippi, if you have not stepped out the door this morning, it is 50 degrees out there. You are going to need a coat. It's going to be cooler. 54 in Oxford, 56 in Senatobia, 59 in Clarksdale. Going a little bit further down south, yeah, temperatures, some of us still sitting in the 60s, but we still have a little bit more time to go for these temperatures to drop. So still sitting around 60 from Greenwood, Louisville over into Macon, Aliceville as well. This area, Golden Triangle region and south of that, we are watching some clouds slowly clear overnight, kind of moving off to the south. As they did, it allowed temperatures up to the north to cool a little bit sooner than others. So that's why we're seeing such a difference of a temperature swing between our northern and southern counties. Overall, we're all starting off very much cooler than yesterday. Take a look at your temperature change versus this morning versus when you stepped out the door yesterday morning, sitting anywhere between up to 15 in some of our northern counties to 9, 7. All of us around 10 degrees cooler. So what you need to know is it's much cooler out the door this morning. A lot of us in the 50s. It's really more like fall out there, and it's a beautiful start. It's a different start overall as well. Take a look. It's over in Batesville, Mississippi. Temperatures in the middle 50s there. We were tracking a lot of clouds over the last few days. Not the same story out the door this morning. Tracking a very nice sunrise ongoing there and not a lot of clouds in the sky anymore. Again, these were slowly clearing out overnight. Same story over in Macon, Mississippi. Temperatures still in the 60s there. You can see that cloud cover as that slowly cleared in the distance overnight. Still a nice ongoing conditions there as well, even though they're sitting a little bit warmer than the rest of us. Let's talk about your first 12 hours ahead. Now, your starting time on this, your starting temperature, it's going to be dependent on what your temperature is right now. A lot of us in the 50s and still going to be hanging around there by 7. I think even those people that are sitting in the 60s right now still going to see temperatures drop a few degrees into the upper 50s, and then we'll start our tread upwards. So by 10 a.m., a lot of us in the middle 60s, 70s as we head into the 1 o'clock hour, middle 70s through a majority of your afternoon. We're going to be topping off in the middle to upper 70s today. So feeling pretty nice out there. Northerly wind at play, making it still a little bit breezy out there from the north, and then temperatures in the 70s. It's going to feel more like fall today, I think, than we've seen in the past few weeks. So feeling very nice out there. Lots of sunshine in the forecast as well. Temperatures eventually get back into the 60s as we head into your 7 o'clock hour. Here's an overall look of what's ongoing across the board. Satellite and radar. Not a whole lot here in North Mississippi, but you can see that band of clouds sitting to our south. That's what we kind of track through overnight that caused some of our counties, again, to be a little bit warmer than others, but overall still nice start and nothing that should slow you down today. Let's put it in motion. Take it hour by hour, really day by day. As we head into your Thursday afternoon, we will watch a little bit more cloud cover build into the area, mainly for folks that are sitting over in the Alabama-Mississippi state line, seeing a little bit more cloud cover than the rest of us through the afternoon. These clouds will slowly build in overnight and then into your Friday morning. Now, we've been talking a lot about cloud cover over the past few days, really over the past 24 hours, just so you know kind of what it does and what it doesn't do. Now, I'm not expecting any rain with this cloud cover on your Friday morning because it's blanketing the area overnight. It's going to allow those temperatures on Friday to not cool down as much as this morning. So still cooler out there, but not as chilly as today out there for your Friday morning. Let's go into the afternoon. We're watching this disturbance sitting kind of off boundary to our west. It's going to be moving in, causing some cooler air yet again to filter in by the weekend, but it's not going to be bringing any rain for us. Really going to be drying out as it moves in into your Saturday and then into the afternoon as well. Just bring a little bit of cloud cover, rain. Yeah, chances are low to minimal, not even into the weekend, but over the next 7 days. Coming up next, we'll talk about those overnight low temperatures over the next few days. If you got any plans, maybe you're waking up early tomorrow morning as well. We'll talk about just how warmer those will be. Also, a full look at your Friday night football forecast. I told you it's going to be a good one. So if you're planning on getting out on Friday night for those football games or just in general, I'll have everything you need to know coming up, Brad.
Tupelo Smiles is a top-notch group. They're very compassionate about what they do. They've given me the smile that I've always wanted. I've been a patient for 15 years and I wouldn't go anywhere else. I just love Tupelo Smiles.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Growing up, Gabe was naturally curious. When he began to discover weather, Gabe just didn't want to know what was happening, but he wanted to know why it was happening. Gabe became fascinated with tornadoes and it impacted his life. He wanted to pursue a career in meteorology. Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the Room to Room Weather Center. I want to show you outside before we get into the forecast today because I'm looking at a great view out of almost all of those cameras provided to us by the North Mississippi Storm Chasers. Nice conditions out there. Over in Lee County, this is that look over in Tupelo. Great conditions on there, not a cloud in the sky, beautiful ongoing sunrise. Temperatures in the 50s. If you haven't stepped out the door just yet, just know it is noticeably cooler out there. We're sitting anywhere between 10 up to 15 degrees cooler right now than yesterday morning. So might even need the seat heater or the heat on in your car. Let's take a look over in Sherman as well. Looking at all of those views of 22, looking good to go this morning. Cars definitely out on the roadways and all those MDOT traffic cameras. Temperatures in the middle 50s there as well. So a lot of us in the 50s this morning. That's why I say you might need the light jacket or the heat on in your car. As for airport delays region-wide, we're not looking at anything. No moderate to major delays from Memphis International down to Jackson. Gulfport Mobile Airport's looking good to go from Oklahoma City, Dallas-Fort Worth, Atlanta, and Birmingham as well. Let's talk about your school bus drop-off times this morning. Kids, I told you yesterday, kids going to need the coat this morning if they are going to be standing outside for an extended period of time. It's not miserable, but it's definitely a little chilly out there. Middle 50s for your drop-off time. Some of us still hanging out in the 60s. A lot of us, though, in the 50s. By the time you're picking them up, it's going to be nice out there. I can't really say much about it. Middle to upper 70s, lots of sunshine in the forecast, feeling more like fall. I was trying to say that and forecast at the same time. Here's a look at your high temperatures. Some of us still near 80 if you're a little bit further south. Yeah, 82 in Greenwood, 80 in Starkville, 79 Louisville, 80 in Macon. But a lot of us hanging out in the 70s as well. 76 in Oxford, 78 in Water Valley, 78 in Lee County, 75 over in Alcorn County, 74 in Iuka. So middle 70s to near 80 degrees. That's going to be the story out there for your afternoon. Again, just a nice day out there. You can see these arrows and northerly winds still bringing that cooler and nicer air into the forecast as well, all the way through your afternoon. Now, I will say, as we head into your evening, that's when we start to see this cloud cover come back into play. You can see in the afternoon already over our Alabama counties. This is going to continue to move in as we head early evening and then into those overnight hours. By 10 o'clock, a lot of us are already seeing a lot of that cloud cover. Now, why am I telling you this? Not because I think it's going to be bringing any rain. I think we're going to be sticking dry not only through Friday, but through the next 7 days, actually. But I'm telling you, we're going to be waking up with more cloud cover on your Friday morning because it is not going to allow temperatures to drop off as much as this morning. Cloud cover, like I said yesterday, acts as a blanket. It kind of insulates us. It keeps the heat trapped in here overnight, not allowing us to cool off as much. So that's going to be the story out there for your Friday. Now, it's still going to be cooler than the last few mornings. It's still going to be nice out there, but I'm not talking low 50s out there for your Friday morning. As we head throughout your Friday, we'll see that cloud cover slowly start to break up, especially going into those afternoon and evening times. And as you can see there, what's one thing you're not seeing? Any green. Not tracking any rain out there for Friday, even with the cloud cover. So good to go for those Friday night football games. As for high temperatures on your Friday, same story, most of us in the upper 70s, 78 in New Albany, 79 in Houston, 79 in Eupora, 75 over in Red Bay, same story for Hamilton, Alabama. 80s for some like Clarksdale, Cleveland, over to Greenwood. Overall, a lot of us sitting in the upper 70s. Our high school game of the week presented by KC Live is going to be a good one. Choctaw County versus Aberdeen. It is going to be nice no matter where you are. Pre-game temperatures in the 70s, halftime in the 60s, final snap in the low 60s. Yeah, I might need to bring a coat to that game as well. Overall, just going to be really nice out there for all of our football games across the area. No rain in sight and just some overall cooler conditions. I encourage you to enjoy the cooler conditions because take a look at our temperature outlook as we really head into next week later on our 7-day forecast into your next work week. Our temperature outlook looking to turn back warmer than average. And you can see here, that's not only for us here in North Mississippi, it's the entirety of the state. It's the entirety of the central portion of the United States. To see below average conditions, you got to go all the way over to California. So if you're traveling there, yeah, you might be seeing cooler than average. If you're sticking anywhere across our region, we're looking at above average conditions coming back into the forecast. So I'll talk about what exactly that means coming up in a minute. First, I want to show you the tropics before we do let you go this morning. Zoom over and show you where exactly Tropical Storm Jerry is. It's over the Atlantic. This is the 4 a.m. advisory, so it's producing winds about 65 miles an hour. We'll see our next track come out at 10, but let me show you the latest track as of 4. We're going to be watching Jerry continue to move a little bit closer into the eastern coastline or a little bit closer to the United States before it takes that hard right turn. We have seen so many systems over the Atlantic over the past few weeks strengthen into hurricane status and take a hard right out of here. And I'm not complaining about it. I'm not looking at any impacts from this storm, this tropical system for the United States. And that, again, is some good news. So we're going to be watching it. It's probably going to be going into hurricane status as we head into your Friday afternoon. And then as we head into your Monday morning into Tuesday morning, starting to take that right turn back out into the Atlantic. So can't complain about that. Not looking at any local impacts or just impacts to the United States in general. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Let's talk about those warming conditions, but let's see the nice conditions first. Upper 70s today and tomorrow. Overnight lows this morning in the middle 50s. We'll take it to the upper 50s tomorrow due to that cloud cover, but take a look at Saturday and Sunday morning. I'm telling you, if you have any plans on Saturday and Sunday morning, we're looking at lows in the low 50s. So early on Saturday and Sunday, yeah, it's going to be a little bit crisp out there, a little bit cooler. Highs back in the 80s, though, for Saturday and Sunday afternoon. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. As we head into next week, conditions get a little bit warmer and warmer. We'll be in the middle 80s as we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now, past this 7-day forecast, so I'm talking later on in the work week, we do start to see a little bit more of a downward trend, a little bit of a cooler conditions. So don't think after Wednesday it really starts heating up in here. I think Monday and Tuesday is about the warmest we're going to be getting over the next maybe 7 to 10 days. So at least that's some good news out there. But that's a full look at your 7-day forecast. Make sure to tune in with us. We'll be back in around the next 20 to 15 minutes at 7 a.m. showing you everything you need to know to get you out the door this morning. And of course at 7:30, we'll take a last look at all things forecast and a latest look at your drought monitor. It's all coming up. Make sure to tune back in.
At First Choice Bank, we know you can't always make it before the bank closes. With our integrated teller, you can talk to a live person as late as 7 p.m. on weekdays and noon on Saturdays. It's not just an ATM, it's an ITM. First Choice Bank, your choice for banking.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. But only you can prevent wildfires.